Oh hey guys, and welcome to another video, and this is going to be my March book haul. I was pretty good in the month of March and I didn't buy many books. I still have 11 to show you, but a lot of these were gifts or bought for me, or I happened to pick up really cheap, literally £1 or £2 each. I have quite a few physical books to show you, and then a couple that I bought on my Kindle, usually that were in the Kindle daily deal. Every now and again something good pops up. It's very rare, but it happens. So I guess I will just show you the books. The first book is one that I surprisingly haven't read, and that is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. Now, I have heard so much about this, and with the movie being released, and I saw it for really cheap, so I just picked it up. I think by now everybody pretty much knows the plot of this. It's to do with the war, and it's narrated by Death in bits, which sounds pretty interesting. I was actually given a copy of this by my friend about 3 years ago, and I just do not understand what has happened to that copy. I cannot find it anywhere, so when I saw it in the works for £1.99, I just picked it up. The second book I have to show you is also a movie book, and it is The Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick. Now, I haven't watched the movie, and I haven't read anything else by Matthew Quick, but he has been all over BookTube recently with the release of his new book, which I can't remember the title of. I know this book is about mental illness, and I'm guessing these two get together in the end? I don't know. I could be very wrong about that. Obviously, with Jennifer Lawrence winning the Oscar for this, I thought I would watch the movie, and obviously I wanted to read the book first, so again, this was in the works, £1.99. The next book I have to show you is one that I have wanted a while, but I couldn't bring myself to buy the atrocious UK cover. It's beyond hideous. I'll put a picture in here just to show you how bad it is. I mean, seriously? What is that? Now, this is a thriller, quite a chunky book for a thriller. On the front it says it's in the same league as Gone Girl, which, as you know, I loved. It's about a movie director who directs snuff films, I think. I could be wrong about that. I know it's something to do with a director. The director's name is Cordova, and his whole family is being investigated because of the makings of his films, I believe. When I first heard about this, I couldn't help but picture some Hitchcockian looking director, you know, really overweight, really old. This book has pictures in it, so when I randomly opened it to a page, they show the movie's director, and he is actually totally hot. I mean, I think I'd be in a snuff film. Well, maybe not, but you know what I mean. If you would like to know more about this, Candice from Librarian Fan Mail did a really good review of it, which I will leave linked below. Sounds amazing. Want to read. Next two books I have kind of go together, and they are The Culling by Stephen Dos Santos. Really not a fan of this cover, I'm shallow. And then Adaptation by Melinda Lowe. Now, these are both dystopian novels, but they are both dystopian novels with main characters who are in the LGBT community. I believe this one has a gay main character, and this one has a lesbian slash bisexual. I'm pretty sure there's a bisexual love triangle in this one. In the month of April, I'm going to be doing a sort of theme TBR where I only read books that feature a main character who is of the LGBT community. So I picked these two up in preparation for that. I chose these specifically because they were of different genres. I didn't want to read kind of the same story over and over again, and I wanted to vary my main characters, so lesbian, bisexual, and gay. This book I have to show you is Let the Right One In by John Avide Lindvist. Yeah. I'm not gonna get that. First of all, I adore this cover. I really love it. So simple, but it's just so nice. And it's one of those big paperbacks as well, which I really like. This is about a young vampire who befriends a boy in their apartment block, and obviously, shit happens. If you haven't seen the movies to these, I highly recommend them. The first one is Swedish and it's called Let the Right One In, and then there is an American remake called Let Me In, starring Chloe Moretz, and I have to say the American one is actually really good. Probably on par with the original, which, you know, let's be honest, that never happens. So yeah, I have heard really great things about this one, and I want to read it. It's quite chunky, but I will get to this one soon. Probably after my April TBR. The next book that I have to show you has kind of a story with it, and that is The Magicians by Lev Grossman. Now, I believe I've mentioned this on this channel before. I have tried to read this book twice and never actually made it past page 150. So when I donated a load of books to a charity shop, I just chucked this in the pile and gave it away. I keep seeing it about, and it wasn't a case of like I hated it when I first read it, it was just not holding my attention. And it kind of really started to nag at me that I wanted to give it another go. Third time lucky, maybe. So when I went into the charity shop that I donated it to, I saw that it was still there on the shelf, so I bought it back from the charity shop, and yeah, I have it back now. I don't know when I'm going to get around to reading this, but I know I want to, and I will actually make it to the end this time. I swear it. The next few books I have to show you are all on my Kindle. The first one I received from NetGalley, and that is Look Who's Back. Oh, I always forget to look up the authors. Oh, it's Look Who's Back. You can read the author. It's probably by here somewhere. This novel sounds genuinely hilarious. This novel basically tells the story of Hitler in the present day. One day, completely randomly, Hitler appears in our time, and the novel follows his journey as he goes on to become a reality TV star. The funny thing is that people don't actually know that it's actually the real Hitler. They believe it's kind of a comedian or actor who just refuses to break character. And the fact that he goes on to be a reality TV star just sounds hilarious, and it sounds like there could be some good dark humour in it. I'm really excited to read this one. I actually really love the cover too. So hopefully I will read this one soon. The next book I have to show you is We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Shriver. Maybe? I really need to look up the authors, I swear, for these Kindle books. It basically tells the story of Kevin's mum. I believe it's from when he's a baby, and then later when he goes on to commit a horrific act. I'm pretty sure it's not a spoiler, but he goes on to shoot up his school, I believe, and it basically deals with the mum's feelings, how her son's actions have affected her. Overall, I have heard nothing but great things. I mean, catastrophically great things about this one, so I am really excited for it. I've said that a lot for this video. I'm just so excited about everything, it seems. The next book I have to show you is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Bardugo? I've done it again. Anyway, this is a high fantasy novel, and I don't really know much about this one. It's one of those things that I saw it a lot on BookTube, and then it was randomly in the Kindle Daily Deal for 99p, so I just snapped it up, thought I'd get round to it eventually. But it's actually a couple of days later, and I am here to film the end of my haul because my camera decided not to film that bit for some reason. Some people might say it's human error and that I forgot to press record. We know that's not true. Anyway, I don't actually have any more books to show you, but I was just curious if any of you had any suggestions for my LGBT April TBR. Quite a few, but if there are any more that are really interesting that I should maybe read out there, leave me some comments below, and as always, leave me some comments if you have read any of the other books that I've mentioned in this haul. So yeah, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I shall see you soon with another one. Goodbye!